Hey everyone, this is Nancy with your Mindset Monday. The last few weeks we've talked some about anxiety, and last week we talked about regret and some different tips and things for how to kind of deal with that and why we should. Today, I want to talk about childhood memories. You know, growing up, when I think back, my childhood memories are all pretty much negative. And it's not like anything bad happened or that life was terrible. And let's face it, not every moment of every day could be crappy. So there has to be good memories there, but I just don't have them at kind of just right at the top. And I know there are people who see this video, who know my family, who know where we grew up, and I think a lot of my memories are kind of influenced by my dad. And he's been gone 10 years now. I don't feel like I'm kind of betraying him, but he was kind of a complainer. Sorry for those of you who knew him, but he was kind of a complainer, and everything was kind of colored through that. For me, it was kind of colored through that negative kind of complaining attitude. So when I think back to my childhood memories, I don't have much that's really like happy-go-lucky and carefree. They're all kind of negative. I took a class where we were working on childhood memories, and that was one part of the class was looking at childhood memories and using those memories to bring emotions up into our Facebook lives, and how to be comfortable on Facebook, and how to use the emotions from those memories to be to just be more comfortable on Facebook. So we did something called sense memory technique. It is something that actors use. They'll, if they're a method actor, they'll use emotions from childhood memories, from memories in their past, to bring authentic emotion into their portrayal of a character. So we were doing this, and when Coach was asking for some memories, I'm kind of like, I don't really have one that's not tuned more towards negative. And I was surprised that I didn't have that. So what I did was I just prayed. I said, "Dear God, please bring some happy memories to my mind," because, honestly, every moment of every day couldn't have been crappy. So there has to be stuff there. I think that they just were influenced by that attitude around me. And then the demands of life, that stuff just kind of pushes all those memories down, the good things. That the enemy is always there with the negative stuff, because he does not want us to be successful. He doesn't want us to be happy. He wants us to be down and in a negative state, because he has more control that way. So those happy memories sometimes are harder to recall for some people, and I was one of those people. So I prayed, "Dear God, there must be happy memories there. Please bring some to my mind." And I got this little wisp of a memory. So I prayed for more detail. And what I have now, through this sense memory technique, the things that we're looking for are, how old are you? So if you have a sheet of paper, you might want to write this down, sense memory technique. So these are some of the things that we were looking for: was how old are you? Who are you with? What are you doing? What's the weather like? How do you feel? Like, was your hair long or short? Or, all those details that could help flesh out this memory for you. So that's what I was asking for. And I have this memory now I have more than one, but this was the first one. I'm 4.5, and we lived in a little teeny town in southwestern Minnesota, almost into South Dakota. And we lived on the outskirts of town. We were kind of like the last street. That's how I remember it. I know we were the last street on the last house on that street. And if you went down just a little ways, there was a farm. And I don't remember if it operated as a farm. I just remember this big old barn. But across the street was this open field that in the summer just grew up with flowers and milkweed pods, and there were lots of butterflies floating around. Lots, not like today, but a lot. butterflies going and the dragonflies flitting all over. And I would take the seeds out of the milkweed pods and I would throw them and they would just float away in the breeze. You know, I remember the sun on my face. I remember what I was wearing, yellow shorts and a yellow flower top. And this would have been more like a little blouse thing, not a t-shirt, because this was a long time ago. This is kind of pre-t-shirt day. So it was a blouse with a button. And I just remember this place feeling magical. And when I was there, free. I don't know why a 4.5-year-old would have that feeling of freedom over there, why I would need that. But our house was crazy. I was the oldest. There were 2 babies there. So it was always a lot of activity, a lot of noise and action. And so I would go over to this field, look at the flowers, watch the butterflies, and just me and the flowers and the butterflies and just be free. So I used that sense memory technique to use this memory on days when I need it. Because now when I pull up that memory, I have that feeling of freedom that comes with it. So if there's a lot going on at work, or I feel, you know, agitated or stressed about something, I will pull up that memory. That feeling of freedom comes right along with it. And so there's just free. So that's what I want to encourage you to do, is use this sense memory technique. So write down sense memory technique. You want to know, how old are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? How do you feel? What's the weather like? All the details that you can flesh that out. So do some journaling, do some writing, so that you have that memory, so that you can pull on that when you need it. Days you need an emotional hug, there's that happy memory from childhood that's just like, ooh, it was good. And honestly, if they aren't just like bloop, 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 just popping up once you really start thinking about it and drawing on those, ask for those memories to come forward. And I pray to God, it might not be God for you, but it's God for me, to help me have those memories come to the forefront of my mind. Now I have others, but that was kind of the one out in the field was the first one. And I do use that a lot. So this technique can help you to kind of find those memories, to flesh them out. It kind of gives you a guideline. And then you can pull on those memories when you need them. So that's my encouragement for you today, is to find some childhood memories that are happy, flesh them out, have them at the ready for when you need them, and it will help you. It will help you. So this is Nancy, Mindset Monday. Love you. Oh, gotta hit the button. Bye-bye.